each. But with that, let's welcome in our guest for the day, Sameer Dalal of Natwarlal Sons and Stockbroker, and Nilesh Jain, who's the head AVP Technical and Derivatives Research. Head at Centrum Broking, joining us now. Thank you for both of you, and very good morning to the both of you, and season's greetings as well. The first question is from Vishwanatha Reddy, who's writing us from Andhra Pradesh, asking about IRFC. He's holding 1970 shares at an average price of 23.5 since 2021. Wants to know if he can hold or sell now. Since he's been a patient long-term investor, Sameer, he's already making a profit of 2 lakh rupees, over 2 lakh rupees. What should he do next?
So, good morning, and thank you for having me on the show, and season's greetings to all of your viewers as well. So IRFC, we find the valuations a little rich compared to a lot of the other NBFCs, especially when you look at government-funded NBFCs, government-backed NBFCs. So for me, I would advise you to book profit. If you want to look at, because government backing, look at PFC, REC. I think these are better counters. So for me, this is a sell, and buy something else in the NBFC pattern.
Query is coming in from Kandhu from Chennai, and he wants to invest close to 50,000 rupees in Trent and can hold it for the next 1 year. Sameer, your view on Trent, should he invest or any other apparel or textile stock?
So a 1 year horizon for Trent may not be the right horizon, but given the fact that the stock has corrected by over 50% from its highs, it's a great long-term investment. Look, we still believe the expansion mode is on. West Side, Zudio will keep growing. The SSSG will come back due to consumption. So if you have a 2 to 3 year horizon, for me, it's a buy. From 1 year, difficult to tell. It might be better to take a technical view on that.
What would the technical view be like, Nilesh? Trend on the charts?
Well, it has gone into extremely volatile territory. Purely from a short to medium term perspective, I believe there could be possibility of a pullback move, which will take this stock up to 4,800 to 5,000. So keeping that in mind, pullback can be played, keeping a stop loss below 4,000, and upside would be somewhere around 4,800 to 5,000 can be seen.
All right, we've got our first caller for the day. Pradeep is calling us from Visakhapatnam. Pradeep, hi, a very good morning to you. How can we help you today?
Yeah, very good morning, and thanks for taking the query.
Sure,
it is
go ahead.
Regarding Bath Dynamics.
Okay.
I have 100 shares at 1601.
Okay.
Can I add 100 more right at this moment?
Okay, and you're looking at this
from the charts looking for 2 to 3 months.
Okay, all right. Nilesh, your view on Bath Dynamics for the next 2 to 3 months?
Well, if you see, entire defense stocks are witnessing a strong momentum in last couple of trading sessions. I believe this momentum is likely to continue. With the kind of a setup we are witnessing in BDL, where we have seen this counter has reclaimed its 200-day long-term moving average as well as 50 DMA both. So looking at the structure, looks like it is heading towards 1600 plus kind of levels from a very short-term perspective. Immediate target would be 1600 followed by 1720. That will be the next target to watch out for. Stop loss should be placed below 1450. So looks positive on the chart.
Queries coming in from Bangalore. Ravi, you can go ahead and ask your query.
See, I have Suzlon at the rate of 52,000 shares. Is it now worth adding, or it's better to come out, or I don't mind waiting for 6 months to 1 year minimum?
Right. Nilesh, your view on Suzlon?
See, Suzlon, looking at the structure, it is constantly forming a low top and low bottom formation. To negate this bearish setup, it is important to take out 58 levels on the upside. That's again long-term 200 exponential moving average. That is also exactly placed at 58 levels. So I would rather wait for a breakout above that, then it's a buy for upside target of 70 plus. But as of now, if somebody has already bought into this particular counter, then keep a stop loss at 50 and stay put is the advice.
All right, the next one is on Coal India. Shahid is asking this question, wants to know if he can make an entry right now for the next 1 to 2 years. Sameer, I'll come to you on this one. What's the view like?
So yeah, we've discussed this. Coal India, we remain positive. We think it's a good investment from a yield point of view, from steady state return, low risk kind of a business model. So if you are a low risk taking person who wants about 12% return, Coal India is an ideal investment. If you're looking for slightly higher returns, which I generally do when I invest in equity, it would not be the play, but it depends on your investment profile. Otherwise, it's a buy for me.
Next query is from Rajiv Jain from Delhi. He has bought 100 shares of NRB Bearing bought at a price of 300 rupees around 20 days back. He wants to know whether should he continue to hold this counter for short or long term. Samir, any view on NRB Bearings?
Sorry, we don't cover this. If you can give this to a technical person, please.
Nilesh, any technical view on NRB Bearing?
Well, technical setup looks weak. It is on the verge of a breakdown. If it breaks below 270, then it will be considered as a structural breakdown. Then we may see the levels of 260 and 250 as well on the lower side. So the better strategy would be to exit on pullbacks, or if somebody wants to stay put, then keep a strict stop loss at 268. And if you get any pullback towards 285 or 290, use that pullback to exit because the structure is looking slightly sideways to weak.
The next one is on Mazagon Dock. Srikanta from Bangalore is asking this. He's got 57 shares of Mazagon Dock at 700 rupees, holding from the past 2 years, sitting on profits of over 1 lakh rupees. Wants to know if he can book profits right now or continue to hold. Samir, what would be the view?
So for my view, Mazda Doc, you have to book profits. I find valuations very rich. Look, we all understand that the defense is going to see good traction over the next many years. But what's going to happen is this stock is going to consolidate because of the high valuation multiples, because those need to come down. So two things can happen. Either the stock price can correct or the stock is going to move sideways. In either case, you're not going to make money. So for me, sell it. You can re-enter the stock later in the future, maybe a year down the line, either at a lower price or a similar price, and find something in the meantime to make money on in the next 1 year. So for me, it's a sell at this point.
The next query is from Mamta, and she wants to know whether is it a right time to buy REC for a period of 2 to 3 years. Samir, your view on REC?
Oh, absolutely. So that was one of the stocks we recommended when we were asked of IRFC. So REC and PFC are both very, very good. If you ask me again, I choose PFC over REC. And the only reason I do that is because when you buy PFC, 51% of REC is owned by PFC. So you get a play on REC, plus you get the PFC book, loan book, which is also growing. So I think both are great investments, but PFC over REC.
Okay, all right. We've got our next caller. Manav is calling us from Gurugram. Manav, hi, a very good morning to you. How can he help you today?
Hi, good morning to everyone. Yeah, so today I have a query on Tata Motors commercial vehicle.
Okay.
I got 40 bonus shares as I was holding the passenger vehicle also. So I got 40 bonus shares.
Right.
So I had an average. It is an average price of 232.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to know the experts' view regarding what view they hold about this particular counter. So I can hold it like for a year. Is it a good counter to hold for a year? And what should be my strategy if not less than a year? If not a year. Yeah.
Got it, Manav. I'll take this up with Samir. Samir, what's the view like to continue to hold Tata Motors CV?
Yeah, absolutely. I think one can continue to hold. We think the entire commercial vehicle, bus space, everything is going to keep growing in India. Tata Motors is the largest player. No doubt they've lost a little bit of market share over the last few years, but they have a strong product profile and we think they will continue to do well. Valuations are a little bit on the higher. Well, I won't say if you compare it to Ashok Leyland, they're the similar kind, but I think continue to hold on.
The next query is coming in from Siva from Amravati, and it's on Hindustan Aeronautics. He has around 1,000 shares of Hindustan Aeronautics bought at a price of 5,050 rupees. He wants to know whether should he sell this counter or wait for the next 6 months. Nilesh, your view on Hindustan Aeronautics?
Well, technically, we are witnessing a good pullback move across all defense names. So HAL, BDL, Mazagon, in fact, all these stocks are looking positive for a pullback to continue. And also today we have initiated fundamental coverage on this particular counter as well. So I think one should stay put, keeping technically stop loss below 40 to 50, and a break above 4,500 will confirm a short-term bottom. Then probably we can expect the levels of 4,800 on immediate basis, followed by 5,000 plus from a positional perspective. So looks positive for a pullback as of now.
Okay, all right. The next question is on from a long-term. This is from a long-term perspective. Do we have the name of this person? I don't think we do. But anyways, the viewer is asking that he wants to buy one of these stocks from a long-term perspective. That is Max Health or Apollo Hospitals. Which one would your pick be, Samir?
I choose Apollo Hospital over Max Healthcare because you're going to get a demerged company soon, which will give you the pharmacy business plus the diagnostic business, and then the hospital business is also expanding extremely well. I think the pharmacy business has got a lot of potential, which will see great traction. So when you get these three companies, you'll do well. So if I had to pick, I'd pick at the moment Apollo Hospital.
Shobhit is holding around 138 shares of NTPC Green, bought at a price of 108. That is the IPO price, I believe. Samir, should he continue to hold this counter or exit or book profits?
It's not profits, it's loss.
Right.
I would actually add on some more. The long term for this space is very good. The expansion that they have, once they start coming through, you'll see EBITDA increasing, profitability increasing. Right now, what we are seeing is a very high PE multiple, but this is a business which has very high operating leverage and also very high EBITDA margins and profitability. So wait for the capacities to come on. I think it will do really well. For me, it's a buy at 93.
Okay, we've got our next caller. Ravi is calling us from Hyderabad. Ravi, hi, a very good morning to you. How can we help you today?
Yeah, hi, very good morning. Yeah, I have a query on LIC housing finance.
Okay.
Just want to know at what levels it's good to enter, and also want to, and my time horizon is 6 months to 12 months.
Okay, got your
And
question.
also want to know, does this stock has potential to give around 12 to 15%?
Okay, got it, Ravi. I'll take this up with Nilesh. Nilesh, 6 to 12 months, LIC Housing Finance can give you 12 to 15%?
Technically the setup is looking weak, and if we purely looking from a short to medium term perspective, then I believe it is likely to consolidate. We are witnessing time-wise correction as well as price-wise correction in this particular counter. So as of now, I would suggest to better keep a stick stop loss at 520. And if you get any pullback towards 560, 570, then probably review again, because short to medium term is not looking promising. But yes, long term, there could be possibility of a gradual upmove to continue on the upside.
Nilesh, the next query is for you, and it's coming from Rajesh Arvind from Pune. He wants your help to select one of the two counters, ITC or Bharat Electronics, for the next 6 months duration. He can invest up to 2 lakh rupees. Which one would you choose?
I would go with BEL over ITC, because this particular counter has been in a very good momentum, and this space is also doing good. So BEL is going to remain a preferred bet out of these two, and we expect a move towards 435 to 440. So roughly around 10% kind of upside can be seen in a very short to medium term kind of time frame. Keep a stick stop loss at 385, and one can go long in BEL.
The next one is a question from Anil, who's writing us from Jalandhar and wants a short-term view on GMR Airports. He's been holding this since the past 2 odd months. 35,000 is it's the quantity that he's bought at the levels of, at an average level of 90 rupees. Wants to know as to what should be the next course of action for him. Nilesh, on the charts?
Looks positive. 100 level is a very good support of his 50-day moving average, so that should be the stop loss. And we can expect momentum to continue towards 110. That's the previous 52-week high for this particular counter, and then one can expect a move towards 115 to 120 as well. So stay put as of now, keep a stop loss below 100, and looks positive.
Right. The next query is coming in from Sabbu from Kerala, and he wants to know whether should he buy Sky Gold at current levels for long term, say the next 2 to 3 years. Samir, what would be your view on Sky Gold?
Sorry, don't have it under coverage.
Right. Any technical view, Nilesh, on Sky Gold?
Technically it is moving sideways. If you pull up last 1 year chart, you can clearly see the stock is trading in a very tight range. So as of now, there is no clear trend, hence it's an avoid. But if somebody has already bought into this particular counter, then I would suggest to keep a stick stop loss below 110. And if you get any pullback towards 370, 380, use that pullback to exit from the long position.
Okay, we've got our next caller. Amit is calling us from New Delhi. Amit, hi, a very good morning to you. How can we help you?
Morning and Happy New Year in advance to everybody.
Thank you so much. Wishing you and your family the same.
Thank you.
Go ahead, ask your question, Amit.
So I've been a great believer in Kalpataru projects, KPIL. I have about 150 shares at $800. I don't trade. I generally invest, and I've been analyzing this company for some time now, and I think I'm going to increase my exposure to this stock.
Okay.
I just wanted a second opinion on how do you guys see it? I've been holding it for quite some time, so you can see that I bought it at 800, and I plan to hold it for at least maybe 2 years more. So Just want to get a second opinion, guys.
Sure.
How do you see the financials? Yeah.
Sure, Amit. Got your question. I'll take this up with Samir. Samir, Kalpataru Projects is what he's talking about, already sitting on gains of over 59,000 rupees. Wants to know if he can add more from a long-term perspective.
So I wouldn't recommend him to add more at this point. Look, the valuations are not cheap. This is a EPC kind of player kind of thing. For me, if it corrects down a bit, maybe closer to 1,050 odd levels, I would say add. Otherwise, you can stay put. Fundamentals are good. Growth will happen. But it's not going to give you spectacular returns from this price point. In the sense, in the next 2 years, you may get a CAGR return of 10-12%, but hold on to what you have, and corrections closer to 1050 buy.
Before moving on to our next query, let's get across to Sharath to understand what's been buzzing in the F&O segment.
Well, in this entire setup, we look at the volumes, it's very dried up, and even the VIX levels, that's at its record low levels. But stock-specific moves are definitely there. Titan, BEL, NTPC doing well in trade. But a sea of red is there, but nothing to be concerned about. It's still, you could say, in a range. Sensex is still almost flattish, trading with a slight and negative biasness, as we had pointed out earlier as well. And BankX also, the story remains the same, but there is some divergence. Look at SBI, that's down almost 0.2%. And let's just show other stocks also which are in focus. IndusInd, a surprise move, and we had pointed out earlier at 7:30, despite negative news flow, at times the stocks gives very positive jumps early in the trade, and that's what's happening again. Yeah, HDFC Bank, it's flattish here largely, and nothing much to see if you look at the options data also, but stock-specific move flow is there. Railway stocks, that's up 5%. Hindustan Zinc continues its rally going ahead. And looking at the short covering candidates, there is again railways, RVNL, IRFC, all of them are buzzing in trade. And remember, today the price hike also has started to come in. Long unwinding for India Energy Exchange, that stock is seeing some pressure. Oil India also down, but not very convincing volumes. Short build-up for Novama and Coforge, and today is an important board meet of Coforge as well for its fundraise and likely an acquisition announcement also. So these are the important stocks which should be tracking in the F&O space.
Thank you so much for getting us those details. Moving on to the queries, we've got our next question from Vanita, who's writing us from Kuwait, saying she's a regular follower. Thank you so much for that, Vanita. She's holding Vari Energies. In fact, her question is whether to invest in Vari Energies or Premier Energies from a long-term perspective of 5 years, and which is the best one to make an entry into. Samir, what's the view like?
So since they're specific to these two, I would prefer a Premier Energy over a Vari at this point, where the valuation stands. But if she has to make an investment in the renewable energy space, my suggestion, look at 2 other companies in the solar space, study them if you can, KPI Green and Sterling and Wilson. These are the 2 we prefer over a Premier or a Vari.
Right. The next query is coming in. The next query is coming in. The next query is coming in from Bhaskara Sumant from Hyderabad, and he wants to know whether can he purchase Hindustan Copper at the current rate. Obviously, the share prices have jumped a lot given the fact that copper prices have been on an uptrend. But at the current level, Samir, do you think entering Hindustan Copper would be the right decision?
No, honestly not. It's moved up way too much. This is cyclical in nature. I think stocks moved up far more than fundamentals justify. For me, from a fundamental point of view, it's not a buy.
All right, so that's with regards to where Hindustan Copper is concerned. We've got our next question from Gayatri, who's writing us from Bengaluru. Wants a medium-term view on something like a PCBL. She's bought at the levels of 386, sitting on a loss right now. Nilesh, on the charts, what would you recommend?
Well, the stock has been in a constant downtrend, and right now it is trading well below its all long-term and short-term moving averages. So structure-wise, looks like it is heading towards 300 to 290 on the lower side. So I would suggest if you get any pullback, if bought it purely from a trading perspective, then I would suggest to exit on a pullback. Or if somebody wants to stay invested, then keep a strict stop loss at 300.
With this, we start with our first rapid fire segment. So Samir and Nilesh would request both of you to keep your answers short. The first query is coming in from Sarma from Hyderabad, and she wants to know whether can she enter Hindalco at current level. Samir, your view?
No, not at right now, but if it corrects, yes.
Arvind Fashions is the next one. Ravi from Mumbai wants a medium to long-term view. Samir, your view?
Avoid.
Madhusudan from Chennai is holding shares of Urban Company around 500 shares. Should he continue to hold, Samir?
Which one?
Urban Company.
Arvind, sorry, this one we don't have. This is Arvind. This is the textile company, right?
Urban company, but let's avoid.
Urban company.
Yeah, urban company.
Avoid.
Okay, the next one is from Mansi Vahia, who's writing us and asking about this is Hindustan Zinc, and she wants your view, Samir, particularly. She's bought at the levels of 579. What's the view like?
As long as silver's moving up, hold on. Once you start seeing silver correct, sell out.
Karthik from Chennai wants to know whether Narayana Rudhala is something that he should continue to hold. Nilesh, your view?
Yes, hold with a stop loss below 1800. Upside may be seen towards 2000 to 2100.
Okay, the next one is on Shakti Pumps. Bought at the levels of bought 100 shares at the levels of 100 rupees. Wants to know if from a short-term perspective, can the viewer continue to hold or not? Nilesh, your view?
Yes, hold with a stop loss below 680, and we expect a move towards 825 to 900.
Yash is holding 50 shares of RBNL. Should he hold or sell? Nilesh?
Hold, there has been a very strong momentum. Keep a trailing stop loss now at 375, and target would be 410 to 420.
Okay, Sharif from Saudi Arabia wants to know whether Madhusumi wiring can be continued to hold from a long-term perspective or not. Samir, your view?
Yeah, I would say hold on. In fact, buy more.
Sunil from Mumbai has bought 100 shares of Shakti Pump at a price of 100. Should he continue to hold more for short term? Nilesh, your view?
Yes, hold with a trailing stop loss below 700. We can expect a move towards 800.
Shriram Finance is the next one. Sandeep Gupta is holding at an average price of 515. Should he continue to hold? Nilesh, on the charts?
Hold for a target price of 1000, but keep a trailing stop loss at 935.
All right, so that brings us to the first round of rapid fire on Ask Profit. But viewers, do stay tuned. More queries will be answered on the other side of the show. Welcome back. You're watching Ask Profit here at NDTV Profit. The markets are very much where they were half an hour ago. The Nifty 50 down by about 0.2%, just below the 26,100 levels. The Bank Nifty also almost in tandem with where the Nifty 50 is. The broader markets are doing slightly better than where the benchmarks are. The Mid Cap 150 up by about 0.1%. The Small Cap 250 also up by about 0.1%. But with that, let's welcome in Rajesh Bhosle, who's a technical and derivative analyst at Angel One, now joining us. Rajesh, a very good morning to you and festive greetings to you and your family. The next question that we have is on Varun Beverages. Govind Kumar is holding 500 shares at the levels of 475. Wants to know if he can continue to hold this from a 1 to 2 year perspective. Samir, what's the view like?
Yeah, I think one can hold on to Varun Beverages. The stock has corrected. If you look at it from its highs quite a bit, valuations have become relatively better. I think the stock has upside over the next 2 years. You could probably get a 15% CAGR, so hold on.
Ram from Hyderabad wants to buy NCC for long term. Your view here, Samir, on NCC?
So it's actually become a buy right now after this sharp correction. I think the high it made was about 300 odd plus over the last 2 years. It's down to 160. Valuations are good. We believe the opportunity in the EPC space, road construction, all of that is fantastic over the next few years. Government is going to have to continue to spend new projects, new all of it. Continue to hold NCC, and if you want to add on, you can please do that.
The next question is okay, this is from Dinesh, who's writing us from Noida. He's a senior citizen and a regular viewer of Ask Profit, so thanks so much for that. He's asking, he wants to invest in 2 of these banking names. Wants to know which one should he select from a long-term perspective, Karur Vysya Bank or Federal Bank. Which one would your pick be, Samir?
Over these 2, Federal.
Okay, all right. So that's the view with regards to where some of these banking names are concerned. The next one is from Rajesh Patel. He's holding 500 shares of NHPC at the levels of 90. What should he do next? Rajesh, I'll come to you on this one. What are the charts indicating?
So since last 1 week, stock prices are showing positive traction from the lower levels. So currently hold on to it, but when it comes around 82 levels, that's its 200 DMA, and we need to recheck charts at 82 level. As of now, hold on to it. 75 to 76 seems to be a strong support.
The next query is coming in from Hyderabad, from Mali, and he wants to know whether can he buy Dixon Tech or or Keynes Tech at current market. He wants to deploy close to around 2 lakh rupees. Samir, what would be your strategy here if he wants to enter the EMS space via Dixon Tech and Keynes Tech?